Our nation's adversaries use crypto to evade sanctions and to fund their weapons programs, spying, and cyber attacks. Now, dirty crypto transactions are often hidden, but here's the part we know for sure. In 2022, cyber criminals aligned with rogue nations received over $8 billion in crypto payments in violation of U.S. sanctions. Top of the list in its love for crypto is North Korea. Last year, North Korea stole a record-breaking $1.7 billion in crypto, about two-thirds of which was stolen from crypto's so-called decentralized finance, or DeFi space, which allows actors to bypass traditional regulated financial intermediaries to move funds around. Over the past 5 years, North Korean hackers have stolen, that we know of, more than $3 billion in crypto. So where does that money go? Straight into North Korea's illegal nuclear program. General Haugh, as Deputy Commander of U.S. Cyber Command, you've seen the scale of North Korea's campaign to pay for its nuclear program with stolen, laundered crypto. Do you know how much of North Korea's missile program has been funded by the spoils of crypto crime and cyber attacks?
Senator, I don't have a specific number, but I do know that from a nation state, a ransomware actor, and DPRK, both in their cryptocurrency theft and how they enable IT workers to gain funds, it's an enabler for both the hackers from a nation state and a ransomware perspective, and it is certainly an enabler for the DPRK to raise funds focused on their military program.
Okay, and I think the best estimates are about half of their nuclear program is paid for with stolen crypto funds. Would that number surprise you?
It wouldn't, Senator.
All right. So according to a recent Wall Street Journal report, since 2018, when North Korea began ramping up its large-scale crypto attacks, its missile launch attempts and successes have, quote, mushroomed. In other words, that money has been valuable to advance what they want to do. Cyber Command, the agency that you're nominated to lead, has played a critical role in helping law enforcement agencies track and seize crypto wallets used by North Korean hackers to steal millions of dollars in crypto and to launder that money through Chinese crypto networks. From your experience, General Haugh, when North Korea steals billions of dollars worth of crypto and uses Chinese money laundering networks and pours that money into its nuclear programs, does that pose a threat to our national security?
It does, Senator. Yeah.
So I really appreciate your forthright comments here. As you know, North Korea is not the only issue. Russian ransomware gangs, Chinese fentanyl manufacturers, transnational drug cartels, and others are using crypto to exploit the loopholes in our nation's anti-money laundering network. General Haugh, the Treasury Department recently recommended that the government strengthen our nation's anti-money laundering and countering the financing of terrorism rules by, quote, closing any identified gaps in the Bank Secrecy Act to the extent that they allow certain DeFi services to fall outside the scope of the BSA's definition of financial institutions. So let me ask you, do you agree that we need to stitch the loopholes that allow the DPRK and other dangerous actors to use crypto to fill their coffers?
Senator, I'm not really aware of that specific recommendation. That is certainly an area that we're focused on from a threat perspective, and would love to be able to work with you on what is the way that we can limit adversary hackers that threaten the United States through every means.
All righty. You know, Senator Roger Marshall and I are reintroducing our crypto anti-money laundering legislation to close the gaps that let these bad actors skirt our country's laws and threaten our national security. Congress can't continue to sleep while North Korea and China and Russia are using crypto to threaten America's national security. So I want to close. I know I'm out of time. I just want to say one word, if I can, with your indulgence, about the impact of the senator from Alabama's holds on our senior military nominees. These officers have served our country honorably for decades, and they don't deserve to be treated like a political football. I very much hope that the hold will be lifted so that we can move forward on these nominations. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.